Hey y'all, welcome back. It's another Mel's Beauty story time. I'm being so extra, but it's been a while since I did a story time, and I was thinking, what could I do a story time on? And it hit me. I have retail story time. I did retail. I've done customer service. My customer service has been in the airport. I have worked at the airport. So I was thinking, what is one of my most craziest story of where I work? And I was thinking, before I go to the retail ones, why not tell y'all when I worked for Super Shuttle in Bush Airport. Yes, I worked in Bush Airport. I was a dispatcher, and I did that for like 6 months. I'm not lying to y'all. I worked overnight. Let me tell you something. That's probably why my sleep schedule is so off. Working overnight messes up your whole life. I'm so serious. My body have not gotten back to normal ever. So I used to work for a company called Super Shuttle. It was a transportation in the airport other than catching the cab, and it was way before Uber even made a scene. So you had a choice, either to taxi cab out of the airport or ride a Super Shuttle. So Super Shuttle was set prices just like Uber, but you pay in advance. You know, some people do round trips where you already got it paid for. So I did that. I was a dispatcher, and I did this while I was going to school, y'all. This was so messed up. I didn't get no sleep. NoSleep.com was my name, like really. And I worked Monday through Saturday. At first I had weekends off, but then they made us come in for extra days, so I really had no days off except for one day, and I slept so hard, did not care. So I just slept. I was like, forget it. So I remember I remember a couple of stories, because like I said, I worked overnight, but I was in a room. I was not downstairs with the general public. You pick when the agents left the counters, because you still have flights coming in at night. The customer picks up the phone and it rings directly to me. And I had my computer upstairs. I did my work. I had to check flights. I had to do a lot of stuff. I just wasn't dispatching, and I wasn't dispatching for Bush. I was also dispatching for Hobby. So I did all of that in one area. So you had to know the area of Houston. Thank God I'm Houston born and raised. I know how to get to places. All my drivers was good, and I was good. They tried to call me the sleepy person for some reason at first, but I was always up. It just a certain time at night, like past midnight, like at 1 o'clock, like 2 hours before I get off, I was done. It was no more happy-go-lucky Mel picking up the phone. So I had a few, I guess you can say, rowdy customers. Let me move my chair. Some rowdy customers. I had one customer to call, because me and another person, which is usually the manager, on duty. And I had a real cool MOD, and I did all my work. She didn't care like what I did. Like, we had like 5 hours of nothing to do other than sit there and wait and make sure drivers got their people. So I'm up there, I'm chilling, and we had one more flight to come in. We waiting for that last flight to come in for the last passengers to get where they need to go. We already had a van waiting. we thought we had a van waiting. Thing about the driver was independent contractors like Yellow Cab. So when they dipped out on us and not being in the holding area, we didn't know until we called and it was like, where you at? One driver said he was at home. I was like, oh, okay, let me take you out of this holding. You got it, boo, you got it. So anyway, I'm kind of blabbering, but so we waited for her, and I think it was her and her husband, and we had that situation pop up. So we had no drivers in the holding because we had called the driver like 30 minutes before she was due to land, and he wasn't there. He said he was at home. I was like, boo, you know you're supposed to take yourself out of holding if you at home. You can't stay there. You can't stay in holding and act like you at Bush and you really not. So I digress. Anyway, so she finally picked up the phone and she called us. I'm like, hi Melissa, hi Mel, Super Shuttle. Which I already know, my name is Melissa. So it was like, Mel, Super Shuttle, how may I help you? This lady was the most rudest thing in the world. I don't know who she was. I don't know who she thought she was. But she thought she was Queen of England, and she ain't. As soon as I pick up the phone, she like, where's my shuttle? Excuse me? Where's my shuttle? I'm here, I'm checking in. My shuttle should be already out, and my shuttle is not outside. Well, ma'am, you had to check in, and because your flight came in so late, it's a driver gonna come and get you, but we're waiting for 2 more passengers, which we was. I said she was the last one, but she wasn't. We had like 3 coming in back to back, and they could all ride together. Yes, so she had to wait. And she was like, no, I paid for my Super Shuttle. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go home. Da 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 da. So I was like, well, ma'am, you have to wait. Our van will be there as soon as possible. There's 2 more people there's 2 more people behind you. They're here to come and get you as soon as possible, and especially when we get a van coming. We have a van that's on its way. He's not here right now. So if you wait patiently, you'll be at home no time soon. Lady didn't want to hear that, y'all. She did not want to hear that. She's like, I paid for the van. My van was supposed to be here as soon as I got here. No. She's like, well, you need to do something. You need to hurry up. Tell the van to hurry up and get here. Slap his wings on. Let's go. I'm like, okay, lady. And all I can say, yes, ma'am. And I said, you had to give him a moment to get here and to pick up the other passengers. So she clicked. She hangs up the phone. I was like, okay. She re-picks up the phone, and what people don't know, when you pick up the phone, it automatically starts dialing. It automatically rings up to us. And the first time she started dialing, I was like, hello, and she was clicking, and she's like, I don't want to talk to you. Click. I was like, okay. So this next time she called my MOD is next to me. She's listening. She's like, I'm gonna pick up the next time she called. So my MOD picks up, and she was like, I was just on the phone with, I don't even know what her name is. She said my van wasn't here, and I'm gonna have to wait for 2 other people. I paid for my van. She sounded like she was sleeping, or she was on crack. Oh, I'm on crack? I'm on crack because so you gotta wait for your van? What? Lady, are you serious? Are you really gonna say I'm on crack? Because I told you you had to wait for your van. Okay. And my MOD is like, no, she's not asleep and she's not on drugs. She's right here next to me. She's like, what she told you is true. You will have to wait for your van. She's like, I'm not waiting on the van. I'm taking a cab instead. I'm going to tell everybody about y'all, how y'all make people wait. And my van is supposed to be here as soon as I pull up. I should not have to call or check in or da 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 da. Okay. I don't. She's like, okay, ma'am. Well, thank you for. She's like, what she say? Thank you for choosing Super Shuttle. Have a great night. And when I say my MOD was cool, how she just said, have a great night. Like, girl, bye. I mean, it had a whole attitude. And I was in Terminal A and she was in Terminal A. And it was my breakdown. I said breakdown. It was my break time. So I usually like walk around. So that's what I did. And I could hear her like, oh my gosh, I don't want. And let me tell y'all something. She ended up waiting for that Super Shuttle van. She did. She got on it. She got on it because she didn't cancel it. She got on it. Yeah. So all that talking she was doing was for no reason at all. So my next crazy Super Shuttle story is, it was another time, of course, at Bush Airport, IAH. I don't know what be going on with IAH, but baby, let me tell you something. You can meet some rude people at Bush Airport. Even TSA agents are rude. Let me tell you something. I worked at the airport. We was able to get food from the airport and not have a boarding pass. But if all the real food was in Terminal E. Now, before I tell the story real quick about the rude customer. All the good food is in Terminal E. Let me tell you something. Those TSA agents in Terminal E take their side job so seriously. They see your badge. They see you work there. I think I have on sandals. I think I have on those little dressy sandals. I think I have on slacks and a shirt. And I don't even have a purse. I just got my cash in my hand because where was I going? I was going to Popeyes. Popeyes was in Terminal E. I was going to Popeyes that day. I just wasn't for it. I was hungry. I was there early. I said, you know what, let me go ahead and give me something to eat. So the rest of my night would go by smoothly. Went to Terminal E. I have on sandals. They tell me I need to take off my shoes. I need to go through the full body scanner. I'm looking like, boo, I work here. What would I do to the airport? And at that time, I was only 20. I was only 20. What was I about to blow up? Come on now. Really? My life just began. Dude, look like I was really about to do something cray at my own job. That y'all got me on camera and I got a badge on me. What? No. Yeah. I just usually just went through Terminal A, walked straight through like you supposed to when you work for the airport, and just get on the train that's above the airport and took the train to the other side of Terminal E without having to go through another checkpoint. Yes. People cray. And if you wonder what Terminal E is, that's where all the international flights fly out of, is Terminal E. Yes. So another incident with a crazy customer, and I feel like he was the most craziest one of all. This was a night, it was such a slow night, and also we had certain areas that drivers didn't have to go to twice, like places like right near the airport, like Spring, Humble, all of those, because that's the lowest fare, and most drivers don't like to take them. So if they already did a low fare, we'll ask the next driver and like, hey, if you take him, when you come back into holding, call, and I'll move you up to number 1. So when a good one come in, you'll be the first one. So it was already a slow night. The driver we had, he wasn't about to take them. Like I said, the independent contractors, they can do whatever they want. So he was like, no, I already did a load trip. I'm waiting for the next trip to come out, and he's nowhere near the way I'm going. So no, I'm not gonna take him. So customer already checked in. He's waiting. He been waiting. Like he been waiting like a real good minute. Like I think he was waiting for like 45 minutes, because when he called in, we was like, we don't have no drivers, but we're gonna call a driver in. We said we have a driver on the way, but we didn't tell our driver it was a low number around the airport. So yeah, and then we had another driver coming in, and he lives pretty far. I think about a good hour. But he said, yeah, I'll take him and make sure I'm first when I come back into holding. And we was like, we got you. Go ahead, come on your way. You about to come get him? He's like, yeah. And when the guy called, so the guy been waiting for like 45 minutes. And he called and he was like, so what's the update? I said, yes sir, our driver's on his way. He gonna take a little bit of time, but we'll have a driver for you soon. He was like, okay. But he was calm. He was calm the whole entire situation. He was calm. So he was like, okay. And I don't know what happened to the driver. He never popped up. And we called and he wouldn't answer the phone. And then when we see him pop up in the system, he's at Hobby. And we looking, me and my MLD looking at each other, and I said, do you see van number such and such? She's like, yes. I said, oh my God, he at Hobby. Why did he go to Hobby? We told him Bush. So we had to hurry up and call him. I was like, what? We had to hurry up and call him. We was like, why are you at Hobby? He was like, he called us before I could even pick up the phone. He called us. He said, I'm here, where's the passenger? We was like, what airport are you at? He's like, oh, I'm at Hobby. No, we at Bush. We need you to be at Bush. He said, oh, I thought you were talking about Hobby. I said, no, you gotta come to Bush, baby. He was like, oh, okay, I'm on my way. So Hobby and Bush is a good hour and 30 minutes away. If you don't know, like, you gotta go down 45. Got traffic every day, every night, no matter what hour of the day. So the customer been waiting for over an hour. He called my MOD pickup. I happened to be in the restroom, so I don't know what's transpired. She's like, I come in there and she's like, he is ticked. I said, what you mean? She's like, he is mad. He said he'll only wait for another hour. He's not about to be up at the airport going on 4 hours. And I was like, okay. So, like I said, I don't know what happened to the driver after we told him to come to Hobby. So he must have called my MOD or something, and she said he ain't coming. What? What? Did you say he ain't coming? I said, what we gonna do? We got this customer up in Bush. He gonna kill us. And we here. He don't know exactly where we at. But I don't need, I can't have my gravestone early. So this customer been waiting for over 4 hours in the airport. 4 hours. And it was almost time for me to go, and we finally, I don't even know what happened to the driver. All of a sudden he pops up in holding saying, I'm here. I'm like, what was you doing 4 hours later, sir? 4 hours later. What are you doing? What we do this at? So I'm in charge of having to call the customer to see that he still wants to ride the van, because he never called and said he left. And let me tell you, he left on a yellow cab. So I call Mr. Such. Hi, this is Mel from Super Shuttle. We just got a van in and we were trying to see, was you still at the airport? Do you still want to take the van? No, Mel, I'm not at the airport. I am at home. I have been waiting for the Super Shuttle, and it's over 4 hours, and you are just calling me. It's been 4 hours and 30 minutes. He put an extra 30 in there. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, what? It has not been 4 hours and 30 minutes. It's been exactly 4 hours, but I digress. I feel where you coming from. I feel you, boo. I'm sorry. So he's like, and you know, you're not supposed to go off on the customer. You're supposed to be nice. So I didn't have nothing to say. I was getting off in 10 minutes, counting down, and I was making this phone call. No, that's not how I felt today. I was trying to leave. So while I was trying to leave, he cussed me out. He called me everything underneath the sun. This is Sunday morning. Boo, don't you got church to go to? Go praise the Lord. Tell him to take off that devilish spirit, because you're being real mean to me right now. And it's not my fault. I don't drive the van. So he's going off on me. He's like, it is not. I shouldn't have to wait that long. I paid my money. Y'all should have been there. And I'm like, okay, sir. He like, no, it's not okay. Okay, sir. Y'all, if I tell you, me saying okay was killing this man's soul. Okay, sir. No, Mel, it's not okay. This is not okay. I'm gonna call corporate. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, sir. Click. He hung up in my face. And my MOD just looked at me. She's like, Melissa. I like, yes. I don't know I couldn't say nothing else. I couldn't say, not my fault you came so late. Not my fault that your flight was late. It's not my fault you look cranky. It sounded like you was a little drinky. But only I could say was okay. And that made him mad. That I was saying okay. But those are the only two crazy customers I ever had working for the airport. Not everybody else was more, calm, cool. I had one African couple, but they wasn't being mean to me. They were being mean to the attendant. And he was calling me. He's like, Mel, if you don't get them from out of my face, I'm about to go off. They over here speaking another language, and I know they talking about me because they pointing at me. I'm like, oh my God, please, you at hobby. I can't bail you out, boo. But other than that, I had some real good people working at Super Shuttle, working at the airport. I loved it. My manager, my supervisor, now he was Lord, I did not like him. And one of my MODs, she slept on the job and she tried to blame it on me. I was like, oh no, boo, I'm doing your work, so how can you blame something on me? Yeah, it was cray. It was cray. But I digress. But now Now that is it. I'm gonna end it there because I'm gonna keep on going on, because working at the airport is crazy. You see people, you meet people, and you meet the cray-crays. You meet them. They, bam, right there in your face. But don't forget to like and subscribe. Go ahead, watch the next video. Go ahead and watch another video. But don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell so you know when I have new content up, or new videos, new makeup, just everything. So see y'all beauties in the next video. Bye.